This is Voice Power Media, the voice of the realm. Good day, this is Voice Power Media. I'm Onyi. Breaking news. OP Market Amalgamated Traders Association, Ommata, has petitioned the chairman of Nsukka local government area of Enugu State, Barrister Walter Ozioku, over plot by some internally displaced politicians in OP Nsukka to selfishly turn the market into their morning spinning machine. The association, through their lawyer, Barrister Joseph Obuka, a human rights activist and the founder and principal partner of the House of Laws, urged the local government boards to urgently put a halt on the proposed Kangaroo selection being orchestrated by the said politicians, which is slated to hold today. The 3-page petition, which identifies the arrowhead of the cabal behind the plot and observation of the constitution of the Market Association, as Dr. Dan Shere reads: "We are constrained to convey to your office the pathetic outcries of a large cross-section of traders and members of the OP Market Amalgamated Traders Association, Ommata, as well as the lamentations of petty traders in the said market, who carry their trade wares on their heads, hands and barrows without stalls. We shall hereinafter refer to all of them as our clients, as it is on their behalf and the instructions that we anchor this petition to your office for your urgent intervention and necessary action. The outcries of these traders reveal a satanic collabo by some internally displaced political jobbers and contractors in OP Nsukka to hijack not just the Ahopi market, but even the traders and members of Ommata trading in the market by manipulating the association through the imposition of their hired agents as mercenaries as the executive leaders of the association by means of a Kangaroo selection exercise, contrary to the express provisions of the constitution of the association on how the election of its officers will be conducted at the end of every term of 4 years. We are reliably informed that the arrowhead of the cabal, who have vowed to hijack the association and privatize it and all its paraphernalia of members for their personal aggrandizement, is Dr. Dan Shere and his gang of political foot soldiers. They have forcefully seized the reins of power over the association since the year 2017 for a 4-year term, which terminated in the year 2021, but have since then not only held onto the power of control over the association contrary to the express provisions of the constitution of the association, as expressed in Article 8, 10 and 12 of the Constitution of the Association, but have also perfected another arrangement to force and impose their hired agents and surrogates through a Kangaroo selection process built to take place today in the market under the guise of an election contrary to the clear provisions of the Constitution of the Association. The profiteering motive of this political merchandise on the fortunes of members of Ommata is obvious and can be attested to by the fact that these hired agents, who were imposed on the market since the year 2017 and have been packaged again to be reimposed on the association either directly or through their underlines, have refused to account for their stewardship to the association for the tenure of their plunder and looting of the treasury of the association since the year 2017. Instead of rendering account to the members of the associations as required of them under the constitution of the association, they rather render daily returns in commissions and rebates to their sponsors and overlords. To meet the financial targets set for them, government in such a market, which is to administer and manage the market and collect storage fees from traders, it does not include or extend to the power to run, operate, oversee or regulate the association of the traders or members of an association of traders in that market. This point of distinction is clear as the Constitution has ordained every citizen with a sacrosanct right to freedom of association, which includes the right of freedom to freely organize and oversee the association without any interference from any body or authority. Thus, while it is considered that the powers of the Nsukka local government can be used by these gold diggers at Ahopi to administer, manage, and regulate the market as well as collect lawfully approved levies like storage fees from traders, It is arbitrary, even criminal, for anybody or group to hide under such powers to attempt to hijack the association of traders in the market from the management of its members, contrary to the express provisions of the Constitution of the Traders in the said market, as well as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Ahopi market has a valid subsisting constitution which regulates and governs the tenure of offices, election of officers of the association, the condition for valid conduct of the election, the eligibility for members or aspirants to any executive position in the association, as well as the mode of the election and other post-election matters. In purview of all these clear and unambiguous provisions of the Constitution of the Ahopi Amalgamated Traders Association, it is highly reprehensible and abominable to allow a primitive gang of horse traders and their political sponsors in OP to hijack the association, as well as the right of its members to oversee it according to its constitution, or be allowed to set aside its constitution and dictate for the members of the association according to their own whims and caprices, in flagrant repugnance to authoritative pronouncement of the constitution of the association. It is the above litanies of outrageous atrocities at Ahopi market which they want to reinstate, with another Kangaroo selection of hired mercenaries of the self-acclaimed emperors of the market that necessitates this formal intervention by way of this petition, anchored to your office and to the office of the governor of the state, to promptly intervene in the situation at Ahopi market today by putting on hold the proposed Kangaroo election of another regime of agents to be imposed on the association, so that this scandalous orgy of criminal impunities against the constitution of the traders in the market and the traders themselves, as well as their dignity and liberty, can be dispassionately investigated and redressed before the members of the association can be allowed to elect their executive leaders in accordance with their constitution for another 4 years tenure. That is the 3-page petition. Thank you so much for watching Voice Power Media. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time. Bye. This is Voice Power Media, the voice of the realm.